Quentin. Welcome. Welcome. How are you, pal?
Very good to be here.
Yeah,
very
well,
good.
It's very nice. It's about time we had you here. It's been a while.
I concur with that.
Yeah. It's good. The movie's terrifying looking. You got the Kurt Russell there. He was here last night.
I know. That's what I heard, actually.
Yeah. Did you have a good time with him? He seems like a nice fella.
Oh, man, he's a blast. He's so cool. And
he pilots his own plane.
Oh, yeah, I know. And he actually did, got at least a good majority of the driving
really?
in the film, yeah.
I thought you weren't allowed to let big movie stars do that because they get hurt.
You know, some guys push it a little bit, and that's always a good thing. But one of the things actually with actually he goes, hey, look, driving is driving. You know, it's not a stunt until it goes bad. Then it becomes a stunt all of a sudden.
And you didn't do it. You weren't in a studio doing CGI, right? You were out there shooting it.
Oh no, not at all. We were actually our whole thing was I pretty much I haven't really liked any car chase in a movie since Terminator 2, when they had that big car chase in the reservoir with the truck and the motorcycle, because they went out and did it.
Right.
And once like CGI car crashes came into it, I remember the first time I saw one, I was like, what is that? That's so cheap. We've been watching car crashes since the silent days, and now all of a sudden you can do it with a computer. And then little did I know that was going to take over everything. So my whole thing was, no, we're going to do the 70s style.
Right. Like Bullet, like the Steve McQueen movie.
Exactly.
Right.
Two BA muscle cars, all right, a Dodge Charger and a Dodge Challenger, Battle of the Dodges from the 70s. And it's like no CGI. Zoe Bell, the stunt gal, she's really on the hood doing the entire thing herself, and no undercranking, which is the way you do to.
What's an undercranking?
What it means is it's like you're shooting it a little faster so the car will look like it's going faster.
Right.
No. We existed completely between 70, 80, 90, and 100 miles an hour every shot.
Wow.
And
did anyone get hurt?
No, thank God.
Right.
Thank God. To actually put it in perspective,
right?
It's like anytime, if you're watching the chase, anytime the camera is in front of the car,
right?
If it's going 100, that means we're going 110.
Oh, really? So you're in the? Oh,
yeah, it's like we had this really cool like Escalade kind of camera car.
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. But you know, one of the things is.
Did you have sounds and stuff as well, where you could?
Oh, that always happened, actually. Yeah. Oh, it was actually kind of cool because it was like this little tiny Jeepy like truck that had a Mercedes engine in it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So it could go really fast. It had a little tiny crane on the top of it, so like the camera could like
you
be
have
moving
more
around.
fun than you should be allowed making your films, don't you? I mean, it's really fun for you. Everybody that's been on your movie that's coming in here is like, it's such a great time. We have a great time.
You know, there actually is a little, because 4 of the actresses in the movie are playing like crew girls on a film.
Right.
And they actually have a line that I've taken that I use all the time, and I put it in the movie, where it's like, look, I hear that there are some shoots that are harder and directors are tougher or they're this or demanding, whatever. My whole thing is like, we're all like just kids running away with the circus.
Right.
We have as hard as we work, we have no excuse to complain. And so it's like literally is the situation where like, I want everybody on the crew, I want them to have a blast. We're gonna have a big party as we create this thing. But my whole goal is the next job they go to after mine must suck.
Yes, it's Hollywood, there's a fair trade. There's a fair trade.
The next movie is like, oh man, this sucks so bad. I just wish I was with Quentin. And I hope to be that way for your guests, too.
Yeah.
The next guest after me is definitely gonna suck.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not the 70s, not the...
Who's on to... Yeah, it might happen, it might not. I don't know.
Not the girl with the red hair from the 70s show, but I'm talking tomorrow.
Well, maybe I could suck in between. And then that could have... I've certainly managed to suck up till now.
It's a palate cleanser.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm the sorbet.
Hey, can I just say something? I had both like makeup gal that's worked on a couple movies with me. She's in the dressing room, and my associate producer is in the dressing room. And you came in just to say hello, and then you walk down. and They go, he's handsome. They were like, literally, it was like, wow, he's really handsome. What, you mean Craig? And the other goes, yes.
Yeah.
I like the pinstripe. They were just going off.
This is a Bob Barker shoot. This is not mine.
Botany 500.
Yeah. Do you watch The Price is Right? You do, don't you?
I have in the past.
You do watch The Price is Right?
At some point in my 40 years, yes, I did see it once.
And what about, because you're also an Idol fan as well, right? Price is Right and American Idol.
Yeah. That's the order, too. Yeah. I'm a big Idol fan, actually.
Really? What about Sanjaya, then? What about the Sanjaya thing?
I actually do like Sanjaya. Sanjaya, excuse me, sorry. Sorry about that.
No, you were right. You were right.
That was a Freudian slip. And I look really good. And I look really good in a Freudian slip too, by the way. Yeah. The thing is, what I kind of like about Sanjaya is, one, I think it's been a pretty sucky season. He's actually making things interesting a little bit.
Well, yeah, they're all kind of the same all the time. And there's gonna.
I'm a huge Jordan Sparks fan. I think Jordan Sparks is terrific.
Right.
But having said that, the reason I kind of like Sanjaya is he actually reminds me a little bit of my very first girlfriend. So I actually do kind of want to keep him around. No. I haven't talked to her in 10 years, so it's like visiting her, all right, by seeing him on the show.
No, you know what?
She didn't have the mustache, by the way, all right? Yeah, all right, but everything else is...
You know, I think I'd like to see Sanjaya in one of your movies. Maybe a brutal death scene or something.
Actually, maybe he was playing the Gimp in Pulp Fiction, and you never know.
No. We gotta take a break. We'll be right back with Quentin Tarantino, everybody.
Ed Gardner. Do you like her?
Yeah, I guess.
I was just thinking that you kind of look like Ed Gardner a little bit. You know what this is?
A gun?
It's simplicity itself. You see, you pointed at what you want to die, and you pull the little trigger here, and a little bullet comes out here. And the bullet hits you right there. And you know what? You don't look like Ava Gardner no more.
Ask for my character by name.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Quentin Tarantino, in case you wondered who it was. Listen, you're famously the guy who didn't go to film school, who went to, who worked in the video store. Now every geek in a video store thinks he's you and gives you all this kind of stuff. Do you regret not going to film school? Do you think you missed out?
Oh, God, no, not at all. I mean, I actually... Not only did people say, oh, so you quit high school? No, I quit middle school. I never spent a day in high school. I quit in the 9th grade.
So what age would that be then?
That is, I don't know.
About 15-ish?
Yeah, 14, 15.
Right,
14,
right.
15.
That's when I gave up on school as well. Well,
the thing is, it's like
Don't try that, kids. It doesn't work out. Yeah. Really,
Yeah, exactly. We're here to tell you.
Yeah. Although, if you're... Yeah, well, now as you mention it, yeah, all right.
But the thing is, though, about it was, like, I hated school so much because, part of the American, and I think it's just gotten worse as time has gone on, part of the American school system pretty much is set up that, there's no accounting for the people on this side of the line, and there's no accounting for people on this side of the line. It's all about this, and it's kind of like a cattle herd, and if you either move with the herd or you don't.
Yeah, that's not just American. That's where I grew up as well.
It's got to probably be every place, actually. And I couldn't keep up with the normal kids. I was always the dumb kid in school, so go figure, I didn't like it. But the thing is, little did I know when I quit that early, that if I had actually stayed, I have no regrets at all, but I actually would have liked college.
I think I would have liked college too. If I'd have gone straight from around about puberty right into college, I'd have been good,
Well, I did actually have...
I'm serious,
I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
I actually ended up having my college experience to one degree or another with actually that first girlfriend.
Sanjaya.
Yeah. She went to UC Santa Cruz, and so I would go and visit her there.
Right.
And so I kind of had an erstwhile college experience
by
via
association,
her.
yeah.
And I was like, wow, this would have been cool. Little bit, I thought everything was just high school, just ad nauseum.
Right, that's what I thought as well, yeah.
But then as far as film school is concerned, I've never quite understood, I can understand when people go to film school to learn film theory, but I didn't need that. Because I already knew it.
Right.
And the thing is, you pay a lot of money for film school. Like, well, okay, well, then you get your hands on equipment and you can make movies. Well, no, you gotta like beg and steal to use this equipment. And
Yeah,
stuff.
and you can get the equipment now anyway, right?
My feeling is actually, if you're gonna make a movie, and rather than like pay all that money in tuition, take that money and try to make a movie.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. You don't need anyone's permission to make a film,
exactly.
right?
You know,
right.
and you know, try to make a feature. Try to make something ambitious and everything. Now, maybe it might be nothing. It might be guitar picks by the time you're done with it. But who cares? You'll have learned how to do it.
Right. And
when
lost
it's
all
over.
your money. You were going to lose anyway.
You weren't
right.
going to have anything to show for it
Right,
anyway in school,
exactly.
all right? You're going to learn it. Or you're Robert Rodriguez and you make El Mariachi.
Make a ton of, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you get your big hat and your
exactly.
Listen, before we're running out of time, but I do want to talk to you about your next film because I'm fascinated by it. Are you working on this? It's a Second World War movie. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I'm doing that's the next thing I'm going to be doing. I've been writing it for like years now.
Right.
So I'll be finishing it up. It's called Inglourious Bastards.
Right.
And it's like a Dirty Dozen kind of World War II movie.
Dirty Dozen, kind of Great Escape.
Yeah, very a bunch of guys on a mission kind of thing.
Right.
And there also is this aspect of it. I'm a huge fan of spaghetti westerns.
Right.
And it kind of has this kind of spaghetti western feel, but but set with World War II iconography. So like, if it had a subtitle, it would be Once Upon a Time in Nazi-occupied France.
Oh, nice. I like that. Yeah. Evil Nazis and I like that.
They're
Lots of
really
very bad Nazis. You don't get many good Nazis. It's true. You know.
Well, I always dislike that. Every war film has the good Nazi.
I know.
There's the one good Nazi. I don't quite buy it.
I've got to go along with
swastika
it.
just makes it.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. No, I totally get it. I loved The Great Escape. I thought it was a great movie.
Great Escape not only was one of my favorite movies of all time, it has one of my favorite endings of all time.
Yeah, I know,
that ball against the thing. And,
and the wee Scottish guy that was next to Steve McQueen.
I like that little
He goes
guy.
crazy.
I love the Scottish guy.
Yeah.
And then, but also that was actually the first film that I ever bought on VHS. All right. When I was like still a kid, and my mom bought me a VCR, and she said, you can buy one tape. And this is back when tapes cost $89.
Right.
All right, it's crazy now. All right? And I was like, I want The Great Escape.
Yeah, I know.
And to be able to watch, because they actually showed The Great Escape in America like every year on TV, like split in two.
Yeah. In Britain too, what they do is show it every Christmas. And I always watch because at the end with the motorbike scene, Steve McQueen got so bored waiting around, he dressed up as a Nazi and chased himself.
Yeah, right.
Isn't that awesome?
And one of those things was like I couldn't believe it. Oh my God. I can watch The Great Escape anytime I want.
I love
it was
that.
the magic of VCR.
That's
all right,
great.
at that
We're
time.
totally out of time, Quentin. I'll come back and see you anytime.
I promise.